Welcome to the Naval News. I'm Subbrief. I was in Polyarny when I saw it was time for a change. Vincanteri Marionette Marine, who builds the Freedom Class LCS. Hold on, let me ask my producer something. Is that the one that when it goes in the water, it cracks and falls apart? Or is it the one that can't move when it goes in the water? It's the one that has no weapons when it goes in the water. I think that applies to both, but yeah, the LCS class. This shipyard was targeted by a ransomware attack on April 12th, which delayed assembly, something Congress has been unable to do for years. But it delayed assembly of our new frigate, the Constellation class, not the LCS, sadly. So steel cutting has begun recently on the Constellation class, specifically in the shipyard that's up here in Wisconsin, and that was one of the 3 American-based FMG shipyards that were targeted by this. Someone managed to shut down production for a short time, including email communication and other systems. I need to give credit to the United States Naval Institute News, journalist Sam Legrone and Heather Shelbourne for breaking this story first. Good job to them. They report April 12th, large chunks of the shipyard servers were made unusable by an unknown professional group. So this was an organized attack. FMG has shipyards all over the world. They only attacked the 3 shipyards here in the United States, targeting CNC machines that cut steel, which was going on for the frigate build that just happened recently. It just started up recently. They attacked all 3 of the shipyards. Some repair and construction are now back online, which is great, but email systems and other systems that are not specified are still down. The Navy's response to this is that the Navy is monitoring the situation. Well, I think the Navy should have been monitoring the situation on all shipyards consistently, since we don't own them and we don't know necessarily what's going on behind the scenes there. But apparently the IT world is very vulnerable. And how in the world do you have the assembly line servers and computers on a network that is connected to the public internet? Right? That should be its own intranet. And even that won't protect you in all cases, but damn, that's a start. So there really needs to be some action taken. I think, honestly, this is a shot across the bow. I think Congress should mandate a complete review. Tell the DoD to work with other government agencies to look at all the shipyard IT infrastructure here in the United States and make sure that something like this is unlikely to happen again. Put up more defenses. Take these CNC machines, at the very least, off the web. I understand there's a lot of software that gives feedback and analytics, including, metrics for repair and keeping those machines operational that need to be on the network. I understand that. Just keep them off of the network that can be accessed from the outside to start. And there's a list of things after that that still have to be done. So if this group of professionals can take down a shipyard's assembly line, imagine what would have happened if this was done during wartime. And one of the first things they're going to do, if this group is not related with China, is to sell how they did this to China and maybe even Russia and make more money off that. It could be from China originally, who knows? Our Navy is already undermanned and undergunned. Closing maintenance facilities in the 1990s was one of the worst cost-saving measures we ever did, because now we have a backlog of ships and a lot of submarines that can't get the maintenance that they need. And while we struggle to build ships that can't fight, and the first warship, in my opinion, of the 21st century is this new frigate, and that was delayed with a ransomware attack. We need to build these warships fast and get warfighters faster. If a near-peer adversary had shut down our ability to assemble ships and submarines and repair our ships in wartime, we would not win that war. You know what, Gene? You know what we need to do? Bring everything in-house. Nationalize all the shipyards, all of them. Bring them into the U.S. government, kick out the shareholders, fire the CEOs, and run this stuff under the government umbrella. Take away the profit motive and focus on security and production.